Hello, my Flosstube friends. It's time for another episode. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Fun Friday Flosstube Weekly Update on Saturday with me, Annie. I am Joy-Filled Stitcher, both here on YouTube and over on Instagram. Welcome to October. Hey! I love the month of October. I mean, granted, it does have some of my most favorite people's birthdays. Mine, my brothers, several of my cousins, several of the people I work with that I love the most, several of you Stitchy friends. I actually share a birthday with a Stitchy friend, which is awesome. Kathy, happy early birthday. And so, yeah, I love the month of October. And I am so happy that you have joined me for this video. If it is your first time stopping by, thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you like or see something that you hear or see. And if you are returning back, again, thank you so much for coming back. I would say week after week, but now we're kind of on a Flosstube random schedule. So if you feel so inclined, please click the like down below if you like what you hear. Subscribe, and if you turn on that notification bell, you'll know when I post a video, which is awesome, which I was going to film. I am going to film this week because it is the 1st of October, and so, you know, it's a start of a new month. However, I was pooped yesterday. For those who might be new, I am an elementary school technology teacher. I teach K through 6 technology. So I teach approximately 24 classes a week, and then I also teach 15 to 20 minute typing clubs to my 3rd and 4th grade students. And then on top of that, I am doing 2 after-school art classes, which is super fun. This week they did Chihuly inspired sculptures. Dale Chihuly is a phenomenal glass blowing artist, and they did some fantastic, here I can show you a picture, some Dale Chihuly inspired, stop focusing on me, thank you, yeah, sculptures with clay and silly straws. They really enjoyed it. I think that they learned about a new artist, and so yes, that's a little bit more about me. I am married to Mr. Joyfilled, and I have a nearly 10-year-old, she'll be 10 in January, daughter. Joyfilled little one is how she is lovingly referred to on this channel. And on this channel, we do hugs. And so my hugs are now lasting more than 1 week. So we're going to make them good this week. Okay. We do virtual hugs here. It started back during the summer of 2020, and it's just been an ongoing thing. So for those of you who love the hugs, come on in. Let's get some hugs. If you're like, no, thank you, then you're welcome to fast forward past the hugs. But they take only about a few seconds, and it's something that we do that makes us feel good. So let's come in for hugs. 1, 2, 3, hug on this side. We're gonna do a hug on this side. And then we give ourselves a nice little old hug. So I am repping my Baylor Bears today. That is my alma mater. I went to Baylor in 99 through 2003 and graduated with a bachelor's degree. I also have a master's degree, but I did an online program, and I don't have t-shirts for them. So I rep my Baylor Bears. So sick and Bears. So yeah, what do we have going on today? What do we have going on today? We have projects I worked on over the last 2 weeks, and I've got a tiny bit of Joy-Filled Stashy Stash, and then we'll talk a little bit about October plans. I do have quite a fair few of projects to share because last year I started all the things between September and October. And so a lot of birthdays over the last 2 weeks, and I've got some birthdays coming up in the next 2 weeks. I can't guarantee that I won't be back next week. That's the thing, is like it's just kind of however and whenever. And this, I believe, is Flosstube 123. I think that's right. And it is Saturday, October the 2nd, 11 days till my birthday. I will be 41 this year. So I have 1 more year to get to 42 by 42. All right, let's talk about, oh yes, I had a birthday on the 28th, and that is Caterpillar Cross Stitches Hello Dear Stitch Along. Now this is long since not a stitch along. You can still purchase it on the Caterpillar Cross Stitch website. as a full kit or just the PDF pattern, incomplete. I was sent this kit last year when it was released by Sally at Caterpillar Cross Stitch, which is so generous. And so I've been stitching on it since it started. But its birthday was September 28th. So it came out to play for a day or two. This is the last picture that I have downloaded of it, but obviously the entire pattern is released. It has a cute little deer down here and some stack of Christmas presents. I'm somewhere in release 2. Now, the kit comes with some beautiful white even weave. I chose to go rogue, and so I picked pink even weave. I picked a 32 count splash powder pink with white dots Lugana fabric that I purchased, I believe, at 123 Stitch. I don't know if it's still available, but this is what I have so far on my pink tree. The needle minder is available. I think it's available to purchase on Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It's the one that coincides with this cute little robin right here. So, like I said, I'm somewhere within finishing distant of release 2. So I kind of worked up in here. I finished out the squirrel. I did his eyes, finished the acorn, the nose. I worked in these leaves up here. And this leaf right here I finished. So not a ton, but my stitching time has kind of been minimal. Just a tiny bit in the evenings. I don't really get lunchtime stitching anymore because I'm literally inhaling my lunch most days because I have classes with a literal 30-minute break in between. And the first one is kindergarten, which means I have to kind of help them log out of their computers so that they're ready when 6th grade comes in. So it's like the two ends of my spectrum, right around my lunchtime. So there's no lunchtime stitching, which is okay. I stitch a little bit in the evenings, and then occasionally, I'll have a tiny bit of time in the morning, occasionally. All right, so next up, this project also had a birthday. This lives in a Love You More Studio sleeve, which is a really pretty, like, metallic. That other one was just in an Amazon project bag, one of those zippy ones. This is Noel Pillow pattern from Modern Folk Embroidery. I saw this pattern, love it. It's quite small, and it is on 18 count coloring cotton, Ada in rosé, and I'm stitching it in coloring cotton carmine, which is a beautiful red. And this is what I have done so far. So it came out for a couple of days because it has, it had a birthday, and it also was my September Whip Go call. So I worked on it more than one day. I still have not met my Whip Go goal. Whip Go is a fantastic idea that Jessie Marie of Jessie Marie Does Stuff came up with, and like a bingo board. And you set goals for these projects, and when they're called, there's 2 calls a month. You work on that project. You try to meet that goal by the end of the year or by the end of the month if that's how you roll. Mine are by the end of the year. And all of mine this year are days worked on. And I've actually been successful in finishing quite a few even before the amount of days. So that was like a huge win in my favor. And then you can have yourself rewards for bingos or for a blackout or whatever the case may be. This one's goal is 7 days. So it has a couple more days left, but I feel like I will probably pull it out in December because it's such a beautiful, you know, Christmassy time, wintertime stitch. So I love this piece. The monochrome is life. It's so effortless in my opinion, and Jacob's patterns are well charted, easy to read, very symmetrical. There's a lot of symmetry in them. At least these. I'm not sure if his Quakers are true Quakers, because I've not stitched one of his that's a Quaker. Let's see, what else? I showed this one in my last video, but I did work on it a little bit more. This isn't a Diana. It is Kismet Stitches bag, but it was so cute, the little woodland critters in the library. And this is, Lindy Stitches Vulture Villa. However, I have recharted it with a turkey here, and I'm calling it Turkey Townhouse. Because I am not, I dropped the actual project. I am not a Halloween spooky stitcher. I know that is totally an anomaly in this community, and I think it's so cool. And I am tempted by so many patterns, but I know that I will never finish them. So I want to do this whole series. I have done the hedgehog, hacienda, or I don't remember what it was. Hedgehog, haven, hut. Well, anyway, I've done the hedgehog one. Is it even a hedgehog? Yeah, I think so. I've done that one. And so I have Turkey Townhouse in the works. And then I have Eagle Manor kitted up as my next one. And then I will be doing the polar bear abode. Polar abode, something like that. So anyway, this is on 25 count Ash Rose Lugana, and I am stitching it 2/2. So it ends up being like a 12.5 count, so it makes it a little bit bigger. But I did quite a bit. I have finished pretty much all of the turkey except for the eyes. I'm going to wait until later to do the eyes. I guess I could have gone ahead and done the white of the eye, but that's okay. I've done the mailbox, this first fence, and I'm working on the house. And I did rechart some of the colors in the house. I recharted actually a lot of the colors, but I recharted some of the colors in the house to be more in line with my house. We have a red front door, we have a gray black roof, and we have, you know, kind of this Model D brown brick color. So, yeah, I love this piece. Such a fun stitch. I know I'm not holding true to what the designer, Miss Stephanie of Lindy Stitches, I know I'm not holding true to what she designed, but I wanted to stitch it, and so I had to make some kind of alteration. So what I did was I actually pulled, I think it's the middle turkey, from the Gobble Gob pattern from Plum Street. So this is kind of my collaboration piece between Plum Street Samplers and Lindy Stitches. So there's that. Let's see what else. Okay, I also showed this one in my last video. This was another one that had a birthday in the month of September. And this is from Tiny Modernist. This is Cabin in the Woods. This was part of the Just Cross Stitch magazine in February 2020 issue. And I just love the colors and the vibe of this. Very wintry type stitch. I don't know if I will finish it into an ornament. I don't really know. But I did put some more time into it. It's on a mystery count 8. It's like a grayish mottled gray. I think from Be Stitch Me. But it's just a gray. It's no like specific named fabric. And so I finished out the house, worked on some of the colors in the mountain. I think I had that last time. I did the white here and then the cute little smoke. So this one needs more time. It's just I had a lot of other projects pop up in the last 2 weeks. So this one was also in a Love You More studio sleeve. Okay, next up, I had a finish. Did I have just one finish? I think so. So this one is Mary and Jesus Stained Glass. This is from Snowflake Stitchery. And it's SNO with the line across the top, Flake Stitchery. And this is from the Christmas Ornament issue 2019 of Just Cross Stitch magazine. This one was stitched on one of those really cool like wooden blanks that's all perforated that you can do full coverage on. I chose to put it on some 16 count slate Ada from Hand Dyed by Stephanie, and I think it's phenomenal. I did pretty much the called for colors, and I am obsessed. I'm fully obsessed. It is full coverage. I just did not stitch all of the black. I basically did a 2-stitch or 1-stitch margin all the way around and stitched Mary and the baby Jesus. So I love it. I mean, it's just popping. So cool. I don't know how I'll finish this yet. I mean, I would think I would maybe do an ornament, maybe a small hoop finish. I have not decided yet, but I had this really interesting, super long, skinny piece. I think it was a 9 by 27 inch piece of this 16 count Ada, and that I purchased at my LNS, local needlework shop, which is the Stitch Niche, long time ago, for like $1 in the scrap bin. And so it was perfect for this. So yeah, love it. Love it. I just want to keep looking at it. It's so pretty. These blues are some of those really beautiful jewel tone bright blue. Oh, it's so good. So I really enjoyed this stitch. So yeah, worked on that. I also worked on this one. I got quite a bit further on it. This is from My Big Toe Designs. This is her Merry Christmas little ornament. And this was from the 2020 Christmas ornament issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine. It is on, I think this is 20 count. See, I didn't write notes on this one. I believe this is 20 count because I'm only using one strand. 20 count Vintage Country Mocha Ada. And I recharted it to say Joy-Filled Christmas with an exclamation point. Joy-Filled Christmas. So I had already had Joy-Filled and Part of Christmas when we last saw this. Then I've put in the green frame or greenish colored frame, these two green leaf shapes, and then these flowers. So it has more time, but I really enjoyed working on this. But other projects were calling. Other projects were calling, saying we need to be stitched on too. This one was also one that I showed, I think, last week. And this is from Tiny Modernist. This is Tiny Modernist week. This is Folk Art Sampler. I started this one in 2020, but I did not like the fabric that I had picked. It was a beautiful light grayish blue Ada, but it was super soft, and the Ada had kind of plumped. That was a mosquito. What are you doing in my house? Come over here, you die. Sorry. We're having mosquitoes really late in the season because we had like some late rain. Well, guess what happens when you have late rain and you live in mosquito country? They make more babies. Okay. Sorry. It was on like a very soft piece of Ada that the holes were not well defined. I like a good crisp Ada. Not like stand up on its own Ada, that's fine too. But I kind of like that in between. Like Color and Cotton is my jam. Be Stitch Me is my jam. Picture This Plus is hit or miss. It's interesting because some of theirs is more stiff and some of theirs is like blah, 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 blah. And it's really hard to stay consistent with not piercing beside the hole, like a strand beside the hole. That was a long explanation for no necessary to say. I restarted this on its birthday on a different piece of fabric. This is on a random like mystery die from Silk Weaver. It's a 14 count Ada. They call it a solo die. And it was just a piece that I had purchased off of their Stashy. This is Stashy. This is a bag from Allegro Stitches. Allegro Stitches is my friend who makes beautiful bags, and when they ship, they come from North Pole, Alaska, so it's like you're getting something from Santa. So I highly recommend. She's on Etsy. So I restarted it, and I've gotten quite a fair bit of progress on her. I have a lot of her dress. Ooh, that is blowing that out big time. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Okay, so it's this really pretty purpley. Why are you having such an issue, camera? Okay. And now I look all bonkers too. Okay. It's not showing up well at all, but basically it's this really pretty purpley modeled. Let's see how far back. Yeah, that's pretty true. That's pretty true. But up close, there's my stitching. 2/2. My white is funky. I'm not enjoying how they look at all, but I am not ripping them out. I will roll with it. You know, that is just life of white stitching. I'm doing a Color and Cotton conversion for the most part. And so I'm excited to see this one progress along a bit more. But again, we've got a full month of birthday projects. All right, so 2 more to show. It's going to be a full one. This is a project bag I sewed myself. And this holds a super cute little project that had a birthday on the 30th. So, but I've continued to work on it because I've really been enjoying it. And it is this super cute geometric rainbow chart. It is from Fuzzy Fox Designs on Etsy. I love her work. It's always bold, big blocks of color. There's very interesting designs that she has. She's out of Australia. And I love her PDF charts. They're very well charted, very well explained. But I just fell in love with how there's back stitching on some of these, and some of the parts of the rainbow are made up of polka dots. And then you've got the little fringe down here at the bottom. I think I'm going to possibly rechart this with something else. It says look up, which is great. But I love the idea. This is me personally. I love the idea of a rainbow being God's promise, and so I want to chart something like that. This is on a mystery piece of 18 count. I think it's Mystic Fabrics, and it's wonky in my Q-snap. So it is, they are all straight, but it's wonky in my Q-snap. So I have finished, this blue one has the back stitch. The green is plain. I love the yellow one with the polka dots, super fun. And then the orange one is plain. The red one has back stitch that looks like fans. And then the final tier is all polka dots. So I'm a polka dot gal. I did pop in some brighter colors. I brightened up the yellow. It was more a golden brown yellow. I think it was $7.81, but I went with like $38.22 and $38.23. I've brightened up the red, I believe. And then on the outer edge, I think I'm doing purple. And I thought I had a pink in here, but maybe not. Maybe not. I was thinking I had a pink. Or do I just have a purple? I'm not sure. I may just have a purple and a brown. Maybe a brown. Maybe I need to get a pink. I think I need to get a pink. I think this last rainbow bow needs to be purple and pink, because I'm thinking this will end up being something that gets hung up in my daughter's room, because she's all about the rainbows, she's still in that phase of rainbows, unicorns, pugacorns, catacorns, narwhals, unicorns of the sea, cats, cute cats. We can't have a cat because my husband and I are both highly allergic, which just devastates her to no end. She's gone to my parents and said, well, can you get a cat? And my mom goes, no, I'm even more allergic than both your parents combined. So she's like catless in this world, and it's just so very sad. So she loves cats. And you can see, actually, there's some new art back here. This is her drawing, and I'll bring it down because I think it's fantastic. We have a deep, deep love of Bluey in this house. We love Bluey, and she drew Bluey. Like, I'm super impressed. She is quite the little artist, in my opinion. I am humble. Not. I am not biased at all. Not. I am very biased of my child. But she drew that, and I was like, yes, it's going in the frame of my video. For sure, 100%. So some of the other things on my wall will take a little break before I show my last project. This one, behind my decades-old light, is a piece that I charted. It says, hello, beautiful. It's in remembrance of my grandmother. She passed on September 20th. So that has been since our last video. It's been 3 years. I miss her every single day. This one is I Know the Plans I Have for You. This is another one of my charts, Jeremiah 29:11. Up here we have Lizzie Kate's My To-Do List for today, but it's completely recharted in just fun, bright colors. This is my temperature quilt from 2019 by Hetty Ruckert. You can find her on Instagram at Hetty Ruckert. And this cute, teeny tiny little biscornu is from the same friend that makes the amazing project bags, Amy. So I think there's more up top. Yep, there's, you can't see it, but there's my HL's Moth, which is AV's Moth now. I know that's not right, but it's got AV's Moth. I have it, it's You I Like, I did, oh, it's over here. Fruit. And then this is a tiny, go the right way hand, right there. Never mind. Up there above the It's You I Like is a teeny tiny little cross stitch ornament that someone gave me in 1982. I have no idea who gave it to me, and I asked my mom, and she's like, I don't remember things like that. I'm like, thanks, Mom. You're awesome. Because I wanted to give credit where credit is due. And then up top, there's like some of my daughter's artwork. There's my needle minder hoop. So this is my background. It very rarely changes because I don't fully finish things very often. I do have one more fully finished right here that's sitting on my side table. Rather dusty. That makes me sad. And that is the Posy Go Round that I finished back during March matchup. All right, so last project to share. Another caterpillar cross stitch because, yay! not only has this started, however, the second part has been released. Yay, that was yesterday. So this is Caterpillar Cross Stitch Lucky Nutcracker Sal, S-A-L. And I was sent the full kit yet again, generously by Sally of Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I did go ahead and pick a picture off of the website to share with you, of release 1 and 2. So 1 is the big Christmas tree with the presents, and 2 is the Nutcracker. I mean, we're getting right into it from week 2, or release 2. They are released every other week. I am not that fast of a stitcher, plus I have lots of other projects. So, I typically call this a start along. SAL is stitch along, or it used to be stitch along. Many more folks are now calling it start along because we start all the things, and so, yeah, it is what it is. And I have another stitch start along that's coming up in the next couple of weeks that I'm doing for Heather Link is my homeboy's birthday. It's the Autumn Squirrel from Barbara Anna Designs out of the Punch Needle Primitive Stitcher. I haven't decided what my birthday around the time of my birthday starts going to be, or if I'm even going to have one this year. I don't know, because I haven't finished all of them from last year. So, I mean, like, let's just work on the things we got. Unless something just calls to me. So Caterpillar Cross Stitch Lucky Nutcracker Sal. And I am stitching it with the fantastic supplies that were sent to me. This is a stitch and button bag. I just thought it was so cute with these little cute birds on it. We have these awesome new floss cards, which I am obsessed with because they have little slits to hold your floss. And then they have these little holes that you can put like your, of course I don't have my extras coming out of the hole. You can put your extras. And I just wrote the symbol next to it, which is really super fun. So I am currently working on constructing the tree. And it's a lot of solid stitching. So I've got this tier of the tree and half of this tier fully stitched. I've got this part of the tree blocked out to know I've got half of it half stitched. This is half stitched, and then there's some that just I know I need to fill in. There's some more half stitched. This is blocked in, half stitched. And then I've got 2 more tiers, I think, to finish out, and then I'm going to fill it all in. And then there's the garland and the little baubles or ornaments, and I love the needle minder for this project. We kind of have a thing in our family for nutcrackers. My brother has been getting them as a Christmas present every year since he was little. He took a hiatus for a while when they lived in a very small apartment and he had nowhere to put them, but now they have a great little home, like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, and he has a place to like display them almost all year. He has really cool ones. He has like a Phantom of the Opera. He's got an artist, Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. Like, they're the beautiful German ones. But we have a thing for the nutcrackers. So that's all she wrote on what I worked on. October is just more birthday projects. Like I already talked about, I have the the Sal for Heather Link is my homeboy's birthday, which is on October 10th, which is actually my brother's birthday as well. So happy early birthday to you, Heather, if I'm not back before then. And if you watch this, I'm not sure that you do, but if you do, happy birthday to you. Us October birthday Libras have to stick together. So let's talk about stash and happy mail. So this was some happy mail that I received. Liz reached out to me via Instagram and said, I have this chart. I don't know if you have it, but I would love to send it to you. And I said, of course, but please let me compensate you at least for the postage. She said, absolutely not. So she actually sent me this beautiful postcard as well. This is the Adoration of the Shepherds, 1646. It's a pupil of Rembrandt's art. It's a postcard. I thought it was beautiful. I love it. And then she sent me the Prairie Schoolers Nutcrackers chart. Nutcrackers. On the original cardstock. So this is book number 59. I love them all. I don't know which one I will stitch first. I probably should go ahead and get started. I do a nutcracker ornament for my brother each year. I've done it now 2 years. I've already finished his for this year because it was really small. It was one of those sled ones. but I kind of want to do one of those, or I also have the La-Di-Da ones. I'm kind of collecting Nutcracker charts so I can pull from different things. He's going to be like, is this a thing now? I'm like, yes, it is a thing. It's a tradition now. Yep. 100%. And I need to get to finishing my sister-in-law's ornament and my dad's Christmas piece. Those are plans. I've said it. Those are plans. And I need to finish my mom's ornaments too. Ooh, I got a lot to do. All right, so I got my Color and Cotton September 2021 Thread Club order. I do 5 skeins of the Primitive Neutrals and 5 skeins of the Brights Variegated. So this is my Primitive Neutrals. It's beautiful. It is so autumnal. I love it. I don't know if y'all need names, but we've got Ravina, Special Edition Banana Peppers, Special Edition Carrot Cake, Special Edition Cafe au Lait, and Special Edition Pink Champagne. So Ravina, it looks like, is maybe the only one that is going to be available on the website. The rest are Special Edition. I don't know if she ever puts overstocks, like if she has extras. I'm not sure. And then here's my Brights, which are bright. I love it. Boysenberry is one I have some already of, and I love it. So we've got Boysenberry Aphrodite Oasis, Special Edition Acid Lime, and Banana. So we got banana and banana peppers. So super fun. I love this Oasis. It's got like purple, teal, blue. It's just so cool. And I love Boysenberry already. All right. And then I placed an order for from Expo Designers is a pre-order from Abby Topknot. I restrained myself. I only purchased 2 charts and then added in her Meow the Merrier chart. And so the first one, I knew I had to have this. And this may be my birthday start. I don't know. But this is Tiny Modernist Mouse's Schoolhouse. And it is so stinking cute. Oh my gosh. The teacher in me is like, must start now. And it's tiny, in my opinion. It's 59 by 59, charted in DMC, Anchor, and Weeks Dye Works. I will probably just pull flosses from my stash. The red is Louisiana Hot Sauce. And I know I have some really awesome variegating reds that will do amazing things for the skirt and things like that. But I had to have this. So cute. I got a Silver Creek Samplers. This is Follow Your Heart. It says follow your heart, but take your stitching with you. I love this one too. I feel like this is going to be a start this next year. We'll see. And then I got this because I think it's so cute, but I also think it'll be great for a future cat ornament for my sister-in-law. And this is Sunflower Cat. This is Top Knot Stitcher Shop, and it's a Meow the Merrier design. And I believe it uses the two of the sulkies from the Moo the Merrier pack, which I already have. So super cute. I love the variegated. It's just simple. It's just simple. And so I will probably do that one next year. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. All right. So that's all she wrote for that. I'm going to not do, because I'm running short on time here recording. I'm not going to do an Angel Kindness card today, but I will say I will leave you with this. Thank you so much to all of you who have reached out to me and said that whatever schedule works for me, works for y'all. I'm still figuring out how this is all going to work. It really is a week by week thing. I'm trying to take care of me first and get stitching in. And so it's kind of nice to wake up this morning and go, I want to film a video today. I want to talk to my people. And so I didn't have that feeling last night. I had the feeling of, I'm going to sit on the couch, turn on Downton Abbey, which I've watched 80 bajillion times, because it's like, it's one of those shows. It's not necessarily comforting because there are very tense moments, but it is like a familiar. And pull out some stitching, some big blocks of color stitching. And that's kind of what I've been into. And I have a lot of fun projects coming up in the next couple of weeks. Rosetta will come back out at the end of this month. So yeah, super excited to see kind of where this Flosstube journey takes me. I can't guarantee week to week, but I can guarantee that I will check in periodically. I can commit to that. I can commit to come back and chat with y'all, and hopefully we don't have too much to ramble on about. So with that, I will say until the next time we see each other, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, whenever you're watching this. I pray that things are going well for you, that you get some stitches put in your projects. I have a block of the month quilting thing that I want to start. I just received it. Oh, poo, I didn't bring it to share. Doggone it. Hopefully I'll have the block finished and then I can share it then. But it's the Starry Night block of the month that I purchased from Stitch in Heaven, which is a quilt shop here in Texas. Check it out. It's very cool. I think it still may be open. But anywho, that being said, I pray that you have a wonderful day, week, month, however long it is until we see each other again. And with that, I will say, slash sing. So long, stitch well. I'll see you soon, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.